Islam family. So I was trying to go to bed, and spirit ancestors was on my head, like, hey, get up. You're not supposed to go to bed. You gotta deliver this message. So of course, here I am. Anyway, I hope that this finds you well. Um, so we're all aware who Marcus Garvey is, I'm pretty sure. He was more popular than the Prophet Noble Ali. Most of the Moorish Americans, quite like myself, are the ones who usually bring him to the table in his literature. Well, first and foremost, there was a reason why the Prophet shut down the temples, because they were corrupt. And a lot of our people in the movement are corrupt. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. I hate speaking ill on my people. I hate, seeming like I'm bringing drama or anything like that. It is not that. I don't do this for clout. I don't do this for fame or any of that. I do this to simply inform my people, especially when they're first now awakening and they're first now getting into the movement. It is very hard to figure out who is who. And I myself have been a victim to it. Gosh, there's so much that I have to say, and then just a little bit of time. But the prophet said one thing: be careful, Moors, because some of your very own will put you back into slavery. I honestly didn't understand that statement until after I had awakened, after I had joined the movement, and I started seeing for myself that the so-called Moorish government, mainly the MAG, it's like going from one government, so-called government, the oppressors, to another. So I remember the master teacher saying something about going from the plantation to a corporation. Well, this is more like going from a slavery to another slavery. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. It's just whenever they say government, that means to govern your mental. But no one should be able to govern your mental but you. You know what I'm saying? So like when you're out here, it is very, very important that you're the only one that's in charge of governing your mental, that no one else should be. That's the whole point of declaring your nationality. To me, I felt like, declaring my nationality, declaring my children's, my heirs' nationality, the whole point behind that was to teach them who we truly are and to be free, mentally, spiritually, financially, mentally, So, I mean, like, I don't know if I said that already, but my thing was I didn't want to be trapped in a society where the oppressor had kept us into a box, so we could finally start thinking outside of that box. But then I realized that once I awakened, it was even more of a struggle to be free, if that makes any sense. Because your own are out here, your very own are pretending to be something that they're not. They look like us, they act like us. They wear the turban, the fez. And I read a post on Facebook not too long ago where they were saying just because they have a Quran and they read the literature and they walk upright and they wear a turban doesn't necessarily mean that they're one of us. And that hit for me. Another thing, I was talking to another Moor, and they were saying something about they had someone comment on their post saying that that Moors only put blacks into slavery. Well, I can actually see where that person was coming from when they said that, because of the simple fact that once I joined the movement, I actually started seeing that myself, and I was being done that way. I honestly have had more grief in the movement than I ever had before I awakened, before I joined the movement. And that's sad to say, because it was like that was my whole ordeal, was to declare so that I could be free. And the chains would come off, right? Um, that I wouldn't have to continue to live in the environment that I was in, trapped by the oppressors. And now it's more of a struggle and a fight now than it ever was. And it's mainly because of my very own brothers and sisters. Like I said, I hate talking bad or seeming like I'm trying to start drama or any of that. Like I said, I don't do any of this for clout or fame. This is to inform my brothers and sisters who are just now coming into the movement and not knowing, because some of us come in wearing blindfolds, and you're setting yourself up for failure pretty much if you have no, you know, no guidance, or your third eye is not open. I had to decipher through a lot of stuff. I had to go through a lot of stuff. It was like one tower moment after another, until I was like, okay, something's not right. And then I started thinking, I started doing more research, I started studying more. I started seeing, like, hey, okay, not everything is all cracked up for what it seems to be. So you got to watch out. I hope this finds you all well, and peace and love. Empress Aries.